Have you ever realized how safe you think you are until something ordinary turns into a nightmare? It was supposed to be a fun school trip, just to seventh graders, an aquarium, and a teacher to relax to notice anything. Our science teacher, Mr. Rizzo, had planned a field trip to the Blue Ridge Marine Center, a quiet aquarium tucked into the Tennessee mountains. The place looked peaceful, silver glass walls gleaming under a soft sky, the kind of spot where nothing bad should ever happen. My best friend Evan nudged me as we entered. "Want to sneak in before the others?" he whispered. We slipped past the ropes, laughing, running through glowing tunnels where sharks drifted above and schools of fish shimmered like liquid stars. But then the silence hit. No laughter, no footsteps, just the low hum of the tanks. And that's when we heard a man's voice. "Hey, you two, come here." It wasn't our teacher. He looked like a staff member. Dark green shirt, cargo shorts, a badge clipped to his pocket, but something about him felt wrong. His face was blank, his eyes cold. "You're with the school trip, right?" "Follow me," he said. We didn't question it. At that age, adults meant authority, safety. We followed him down a long corridor where the glow of the tanks faded and the air turned damp. The hum of the filters disappeared behind us. He led us past an employees-only door and pushed through an exit that opened into the back lot. Gravel, woods, silence. "We'll take the car around," he said. A dented silver sedan waited by a dumpster. Evan hesitated, but the man's tone left no room for argument. We climbed in. The engine started, and then we heard the click of the locks. That single sound made my stomach twist. He drove away from the aquarium down a narrow, wooded road that wound deeper into the hills. Sir," I said quietly. "Shouldn't we?" He cut me off sharply. "Don't talk." His voice was no longer calm. Evan sat beside me, frozen. The car smelled like gasoline and sweat. Then he reached for the glove compartment. Inside was a hunting knife. The metal caught a flash of light as he said, "If either of you move, you'll never see that aquarium again." My heart pounded so hard I could barely breathe. After a few minutes, he slowed the car and pulled to the side of the road. "Out," he ordered, eyes locked on me. I opened the door, shaking, the woods swallowing the sound of the tires behind me. He stepped out too, gripping the knife. The air was cold and wet. "Tell your friend," he hissed. "If he wants to see you alive, he'll stay put." Evan's wide eyes met mine through the window. For a second, we didn't move. Then instinct took over. I screamed, "Run!" Evan kicked open the opposite door, and the man spun around, shouting, but I ripped my arm free and sprinted after Evan. The branches tore at my shirt. Gravel slid under my shoes. Behind us, I heard a metallic clang, the knife hitting the ground beside me. We didn't stop running until we saw the road, until the aquarium shimmered through the trees once again. When we finally stumbled into the parking lot, kids were laughing, teachers were chatting. Life had just kept going. We slipped into the crowd, unnoticed, pale and silent. Mr. Rizzo didn't even realize we'd been gone. We never told anyone what happened, not our teacher, not our parents. Who would believe two kids who wandered off and almost got kidnapped? There was no license plate, no photo, no proof. Years later, whenever I pass that aquarium, I still feel a chill when the sunlight hits those glass walls. Because behind those glowing tanks, in the quiet shadow of the forest, a man once waited for two kids who thought they were safe. And sometimes I still wonder if he's waiting for someone else.